We're deep into the home straight in the Ladbrokes Election Lab, and all of the markets, Tom Hackett, say it's one-way traffic. But, there are some other key indicators that tell a different story.
Market saying one thing, Habbo, Ladbrokes punters aren't so sure. We'll start with the market first, though. This time last week, Labor were $1.40 favourites. They're now into $1.25. That's the shortest price they've been since this election was called. The Coalition, $2.90, now out to that juicy $4. Not as quite as long as they were in 2019, but we're getting to that point.
With a move like that, you would expect all of the money, volume-wise, would be one way for Labor, but instead they've levelled up.
It's gone the other way than we predicted, the money tracker. Labor now 64% of the hold, Coalition up to 36%. So for the first time, we're seeing some big money come the way of the Coalition.
And what about your baby, the bet tracker? You thought that might level up as we get a bit closer, but again, it's really staying still with the Coalition.
The total number of individual bets by percentage, Coalition up to 62%. That's the biggest we've seen for either party. Labor down to 38%. So the big money's with the Coalition, the rank and file with the Coalition, despite what the market is saying.
Want to get into three of these key seats. Now, there's no bigger seat, there's no closer seat, there's no more talked about seat than Kooyong and Josh Frydenberg. Can he hang on?
The market's got him as a very, very narrow favourite, Josh Frydenberg. He's $1.83. Monique Ryan, she's been well back. She's been $3 into $1.91 since the market was called. She's one of the best backed across the entire election. I still think Frydenberg's going to hold on, but it's going to be very, very close.
Might come down to the last 500 votes, they're saying. Now, let's stay in Victoria and go to Goldstein here. You said Zoe Daniels, $2 3 weeks ago. Bang, $1.35. Is it over?
She's been backed as if unbeatable, Zoe Daniel. Give myself a big pat on the back by locking in those overs. The market is very, very bullish about it. Into $1.35. Tim Wilson, absolutely friendless with the Ladbrokes punters. He's out to $3. The Ladbrokes punters are saying this one's over.
Let's go down to Lyons in Tasmania. Covers about half the state, the rural areas, and we've seen a really big go here.
One of the biggest goes we've seen for an outside of this election. Susie Bauer has been $9 into $2.75. Brian Mitchell, the sitting member, he's $1.40. Interesting case with this electorate that the Labor margin is 5.2%, but it's a bit fake, that margin, because at the last election, the Coalition had to disendorse their candidate. So there's not much to read into that margin, which gives Susie Bauer a really good chance there at the $2.75.
Finally, the Coalition's on the board in the big bets, are they?
They're in the board in a big way. Labor's still got the biggest bet, but the Coalition now in the top three. One Ladbrokes punter saw the $4. They say, I'll have a bit of that. $15,000 at $4 there.
Yeah, there they are. And let's have a look. There's another one.
Another one, $10,000 at $4. So as the money tracker showed, some of the big punters are stepping in and they're backing the Coalition.
Well, it's interesting, isn't it? We're seeing the market saying one thing, but the money saying something else. How do you see it as we get close to election day? Leave it in the comments below.